sorts of things are popping up. Can you guys hear me? See me? Whatever. Aaron? Yes? Is it any better? Is it better than it was? Much better? Okay. Yeah. Might just be something with the router. Because they're doing something to it Friday. Like, they changed something in their network or something. Or maybe they're just updating everyone's to, like, new web protocol. I don't know how the internet works. It's a series of tubes. Anyway, they're gonna fix the router, but that seemed to help, so that's good. Alright, thank you everyone who stuck around. I appreciate you so much. I know that was a pain, and I know with how Twitch is, there's always someone right one click away, so if you stuck out here for me and waited, I really appreciate it. Thank you. People who didn't, I understand. Hopefully they'll come back at some point. Either way, today we're taking a look at weird MAGA TikTok. We've looked at this before, and it's crazy. Lots of threats, shirtless dudes, etc. So we'll take a look. Let's go. If these want to load now.
Keep talking about murder and killing people, and ain't nobody dying and ain't nobody getting killed. What you need to be realizing is that when they lock me up for anything, your balls is gonna fucking start knocking.
What?
You dumb motherfuckers keep talking about murder.
Can we not? Can we not do things to my balls?
Surprised at how many people argue right here in your face. And when they do, if you can get a hand right here, you got good clean uppercuts and elbows. You got follow-through elbows. If your hands are hanging by your side, this is natural. You don't have to get way down here to hit a guy in the jimmy. All right, you just stand here like this. Your hands are right there. You can either flip him, which will cause him to buckle or react and get you set in for an elbow shot and maybe a front headlock, or turn your palm straight up. One of the ways I like to hit the groin is to turn my palm up, just like this, and just hit, just like that. When you hit, they're going to bend, and then you run straight up into their head and rip and turn and tear their head around.
Do you need to slap people in the balls and then strangle them? I don't know if this is necessary.
This is simple. You can go into the chin, you can go into the eyes, or you can come into the neck and trachea right there. And remember, this windpipe is a lethal blow. Boom! Get a shot here. They bend up into their throat, grab and twist, turn. And if you want...
The guy getting grabbed looks like he's enjoying it so much. Good for him. Let me turn this fan off. This man down here just living his dream. You want to help me with my self-defense video? Wink, wink. Oh, the InfoWars ruling's fantastic. For those who didn't hear, Alex Jones got a... I'm not misspeaking here... $1 billion verdict against him in another Sandy Hook trial. And this is apparently in a state where there aren't, like, limits. They are allowed to actually have him pay that much. I also believe he can't bankrupt out of this. So he's gonna have his wages garnished every day for the rest of his life, and it's hilarious. Anyway, Dr. Gamble says, this is like something Red Letter Media would watch, surviving groin weapons.
Well, I figure I'll speak in terms that you Democrats can understand.
Oh, that's a very appropriate joke in 2022, sir. Please, keep going. That definitely makes you look good. Show me that what? So I saw multiple Confederate flags, and that's a 3%er flag. So, these good old boys are definitely in a militia.
You did me a favor. If you don't want to watch it to the end, thank you for helping me cut the fat. Being a true patriot is about quality, not quantity. We don't keep the fakes around.
Okay. Dahlia Vianney, thank you for 10 months, says another month of you taking up all my time on Twitch and half my time on YouTube. Nice. by the way, sorry that YouTube has been slower. Basically, I got a false strike that I'm still working on. I'm gonna have to try and get in contact with YouTube about it. Basically, I was covering someone who was doing a conspiracy theory. I was debunking the conspiracy theory, but YouTube's auto system flagged me, and their, like, auto check system said no. So, dealing with that. I can't schedule videos right now. Dr. Gamble says, this is like something Red Letter... Oh, I read that one. Sorry. Anti-Pretzel says, Alex Jones didn't dig a hole. Not a trench either. He dug himself an abyss. MH Dark Beast says, guess who's Andrew Tate's fanboy? Jeremy from Nerdrotic.
Someone gets banned on social media, what's the number one thing that happens?
Least shocking thing. Least shocking. Tucker White says, so what dog whistle does 3% represent? It's basically a meme that they have that only 3% of people actually fought in the Revolutionary War or something in America. 3% of Americans. So their idea is that with only 3% they could take over the government is basically the point.
That person gets talked about all over social media, yet they're not there to defend themselves or to respond to any of the accusations being made. So therefore, a narrative is being built about this person, but that person can't actually defend themselves. You have to ask yourself, why does that continue to happen? Well, it happens because that person is saying things that the powers that be don't want to be said. And then that narrative gets built around them, and we see what happens. It's an insane, ridiculous standard that is being created, and people really need to wake up. But at least Andrew Tate is one of the few people that is overcoming a lot of this.
Jesus Christ.
Because he's
Andrew Tate is a probable human trafficker. Please don't admire him. You, in fact, do not have to give it up to Andrew Tate.
Out there defending himself, and a lot of his clips are still going viral, and a lot of people are going, wait a minute, all the things that are being said about this guy, here he is giving full clarification, and even though clowns like Piers Morgan don't want to hear the clarification...
You don't need to like Piers Morgan to recognize that Andrew Tate is a big a-hole. It's like his primary personality trait.
We ain't got time for you. We don't need the sayers. We need the doers. The people that say, I don't like the way the country is right now, but goddamn it, I'm gonna do something about it. Some of you may not realize.
Are you gonna put a lot of stickers on your car about it? Is that helping your cause?
It because you haven't taken the time to actually look around you because you're so
lawful concealed carry permit on premises. That's actually not a bad idea, I don't think. If you do have a concealed firearm, putting that on your vehicle, not a bad idea. You're already supposed to let the cops know anyway. That might be a good. The other stickers, though, save the first, Infowars.com, save the second, Infowars.com. I'm assuming that's about the first two amendments to the Constitution, respectively. Impeach the Democrats, Infowars.com. Guessing those links won't work soon, considering how much debt Alex Jones and Infowars are going to be in. Security cameras in use, United States Marine Corps. Oh boy.
caught up in the rat race of life. But this is the
Oh my god, did you see the other sticker? Holy fuck.
best damn country in the world. The most beautiful,
Oh, it was a Q sticker. It was a QAnon sticker.
amazing country in the world. Now, I'm sure that by this time,
Tucker White says, so these 3% dumb fucks just ignore the revolution was basically a proxy war between England and France to LARP? Correct. Lily Lovestuff says, speaking of Alex Jones, I recently learned his lawyer in Connecticut was the same lawyer who represented Candace Owens in that racial abuse suit she filed in high school. I thought it was college. Was it high school?
people have scrolled on by, people have stopped watching. But again, thank you for proving that you are not part of this family. And quite frankly, you don't deserve to be. But if you're still watching, and you want to help this country, then goddamn it, let's do this. Help us to spread positivity like wildfire. Help us to join together to help our veterans, and help us get this country back. Because last time I checked, we're Americans. If y'all
What does that mean? Yes, you if you were in America, if you're in America, then you're an American if you were born here, or if you were naturalized and went through the process or whatever. It's a legal designation. Who cares? Why is Starfield trending? Did they unveil more gameplay? I'm curious. I'm ready for Todd Howard to hurt me again.
I really wish you bot hoes would just leave me the hell alone.
Bot hose? It's kind of rad. Kind of sounds like you have, like, robot hose, which sounds cool. It's very cyberpunk.
Man, just leave me alone. I really wish you bot hoes would just leave me the hell alone.
You see?
Oh boy, look at that jacket. Did the Confederacy have a flag code? Ducker White says, as a stanch supporter, it's sad that nobody ever wants to save the Third Amendment. Which one's the Third Amendment? Not quartering troops? Yeah, 3 is not quartering troops in your home unless you consent. It's an important one.
As you can see, this here is my trailer. Yeah, and it's the baddest motherfucking trailer you can find. I got double paned windows, because I can see the police pulling up out of every corner of my motherfucking house. Yeah, come on up inside. All right, now, when we go in here, y'all be careful. There's a lot of goddamn ghosts.
At least that one was funny.
When I was young, around 13 years old, I woke up early one morning. I was thirsty. Wanted to get a glass of water, so I got out of bed, turned right down the hallway, and I had to pass my parents' bedroom. Well, their door was open. Heard some noise. I looked into my left, and there were my parents making love passionately. For the next 5 years, I could not get that image out of my mind. Every time I masturbated.
I need to look up this guy's TikTok. Jake Thoney, thanks for 100 bits. Hold on, I gotta look up this guy's Twitter. Or not Twitter. TikTok. What is it? I love that on TikTok it automatically puts people's TikTok. I don't, like, do TikTok often, but when I do, it's always nice to be able to see people's, like, ats or whatever. Sorry, signing in. Ah, loud noises. Okay, let's see. His name was Caliban596. Please still have an account. Please still have an account. Please still have an account. Ugh, yes, please. Alright, he does indeed have one. Fascist Commie, thanks for 7 months, says, love you, Hannah, keep killing it. Been missing live shows, but always catch on YouTube. Thanks for all the entertainment. Thanks. Alright, let's check out this guy's other TikToks.
Your seatbelt is unbuckled.
I know, but I can explain. Okay, so this is my reason for...
Your seatbelt is unbuckled.
Yeah, I know. Just listen, honey, hear me out, okay? I've got a very good reason. So...
Your seatbelt is unbuckled.
No fooling! I'm trying to explain to you what the hell...
Your seatbelt is unbuckled.
God! Can we talk about you?
Your seatbelt is unbuckled.
Yeah, well, okay, you're ugly, okay? Let's talk about your faults, okay?
Oh, good. I hate my wife boomer humor. Everyone's favorite.
So, just a thought. If men really can get pregnant, there should be...
Oh, God. Who had transphobia on the bingo card?
extensive records from men's prisons from hundreds of years, right? A lot of babies. Just saying.
Did he think he made a... I don't think he understands what trans people are.
My name is Dr. Herbert Rieger, clinical hypnotherapist here at Empire Hypnotherapy.
He's a hypnotherapist. That's horrifying.
Care about your health, whether it be weight loss or smoking cessation. We're the place to come to. We guarantee that after you've had one of our hypnotherapy sessions, if you ever crave a cigarette, you can come back and we'll give you a cigarette.
I thought he was going to say you get your money back. They'll just give you a cigarette. They paid you more. They paid you more to cure them of wanting to smoke than a cigarette costs, sir. That's a terrible deal.
You know, I'm always hearing these pro-life arguments, you know, and they always say, you know, well, in the exception of rape or incest, you know, I don't know why they always couple those two together, because rape is bad. You know, we all know that, but incest.
The statement, I know rape is bad, but has never been followed by any words that excused the words that came before it, except for maybe this sentence, because I'm explaining that.
You know, I'm always hearing these pro-life arguments, you know, and they always say, you know, well, in the exception of rape or incest, you know, I don't know why they always couple those two together, because rape is bad. You know, we all know that, but incest, that usually involves barbecue and, you know, some beer. I mean, it starts off a lot better than just, you know, some asshole jumping out of an alleyway. And at least with the incest, I mean, some part of that is good, right? I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm good.
And I think,
Flames on the side of my face. Good call out.
You ever notice that it's always seems to be the little bald kids that get the cancer? You know, it's like if my kid suddenly went bald, I'd be like, hey, honey, I think we're going to get this kid checked out. I mean, not good.
Okay, jokes about kids with cancer.
Hey, TikTok.
Somehow the jokes about kids with cancer was the least offensive thing on his channel? Tucker White says, what do you think the Chinese agent watching these TikToks is thinking while watching videos like this? Probably just feel that their job is secure. Americans are very stupid. Jamie the Bunia says, happy Alex Jones Life is Ruined Day, everyone. Ooh, that is a good holiday. This guy votes Republican, doesn't he? Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's MAGA TikTok.
So, as some of you might know, I recently became a widower for the second time, and it's been tough. I think back to these amazing, beautiful women I was married to for many years each, and how similar they were. They wore their hair the same way and the same body style. Loved music, loved dancing, loved horses. They even liked their oatmeal the same way. A little brown sugar, a little cinnamon, ever-increasing amounts of antifreeze swirled in there. So strange, but those are my girls. I miss them.
Come on, Cass. Wow.
I am so mad. I just had the third person this month tell me that they suspect I'm gay. I'm like, I gotta suck around here to get these vicious rumors to stop. You know what Hey, TikTok. I've got a small prayer request for you, and I hope that you can help us out with something. I've got 3 beautiful daughters, triplets. In fact.
Alright, I don't even want to hear the punchline to that joke.
When I was young, around 13 years old.
Forrest Espion says, LOL, I saw trying to caught up on parts of your post-wedding stream I missed. All of a sudden, it took me to today's stream. From funny wedding fails to angry chuds was a little whiplash, I bet.
Yeah. I woke up early one morning. I was thirsty. I wanted to get a glass of water, so I got out of bed, turned right down the hallway, and I had to pass my parents' bedroom. Well, their door was open. I heard some noise. I looked into my left, and there were my parents making love passionately. For the next 5 years, I could not get that image out of my mind every time I masturbated.
What a very strange guy. Okay, back to the list.
So I'm going to go ahead and make a suggestion. On rainy days, I think Americans should stay inside for the time being. Let me explain. So I've noticed something. I've been paying attention because I'm trying to figure it out, right? So I've noticed that when rainy days are coming up and they're like, oh, it's going to rain tomorrow or the next day, you'll notice the day before the rainy day, you'll notice lots of contrails in the sky. Contrails. Con.
He's trying to hide the fact that he's talking about chemtrails. Contrails are a real thing. They're, basically water vapor that accumulates on the outside of airplane wings. So if you've ever seen an airplane go by and you see that kind of streak behind it that over time kind of expands into what looks like a cloud, those are contrails. Conspiracy theorists, unfortunately, believe that these are nefarious chemicals being added to the atmosphere by them for whatever nefarious purpose they have in mind. Usually population control or mind control, whatever. Not true. Contrails. Contrails are just water vapor.
Chemical. Trails in the sky, anyway. And so what I was thinking is that they were seeding the rain with the trails. Like, that's how they were getting it to rain, and they were predicting the rain because they knew they were going to spray and blah, 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 blah. But I've also noticed people, my family, people in close circle, getting sick like twice a month or once a month at least, all fucking year long, always after these fucking rainstorms. I've been trying to put this all together and see if I can figure out if there's a link, if anything. I think I might have figured out what the fuck they're doing. It hit me like a fucking sack of bricks to the face this morning. So what I think they're doing, actually, I don't think they're starting the rain. I think they're using radar, and there's pressures and yada, 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 and the rain.
I feel like the yada, yada, yada is doing a lot in that sentence. You know, yada, yada, yada. The yada, yada, yada in which we learn to control the weather. It's a lot of yada, yada, yada. That's all I'm saying.
Rain is happening on its own. But I think the reason they're...
You know, the government goes in there and yada, yada, yada. They use their time machine to leap back and cut Hitler's head off with a samurai sword. The yada, yada, yada is the easy part. It's 3 words. Bittergrin says, actually, they do contain a very dangerous chemical called dihydrogen monoxide. First name bunch of numbers says, they come from the engines, just like how a car has visible exhaust on a cold day. It doesn't come from the body, it's a byproduct of combustion. My apologies for getting that wrong. Thank you for correcting me. Appreciate it.
That there's a heavy amount of trails in the sky before rainstorms is because I really think that they're putting that up there in anticipation of the rainstorm, and then when the rainstorm rolls in, the rain will literally bring it, the chemical that they want all over us, and whatever virus, whatever's in it, the rain will bring it down on top of us instead of having it up there floating around. That's how they're getting it to Earth. They're fucking putting it up there in massive amounts before rain comes in. Then the rain comes in, the clouds block off the sky, you can't see what's above them anyway. And who knows, like while it's raining, dude, they could be up there above the storm, just flying back and forth in patterns, just dropping the shit right into the...
Should we just start putting antipsychotic medication in the water? Like at least a low dose? Feels like a lot of people out here are just walking around with undiagnosed mental illness. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. I like this lipstick too.
Hey, for you folks that's been watching the craziness on TV of the press secretary calling us folks names, but
I like that the right's like, liberals and leftists are snowflakes. And then they're like, the White House press secretary said mean things about us. Biden stood out in front of a red light.
basically telling people about inhumane treatment of immigrants because they're being bused across the country. At the same time, Joe Biden and them did the same thing. They took people from Texas to flights to Chicago and New York in the middle of the night, and them people didn't know where they were going. But yet the press secretary standing down there at the podium accuses DeSantis and Governor Abbott of the same thing, but they're calling them the same as slave traders.
The difference was when, and again, let me be clear, I think the way that, like, immigration works in the United States needs to be overhauled entirely. Like, I get it. But at the same time, the Biden administration was, like, moving them to, like, a place to actually go and stay. What DeSantis was doing was literally a stunt to just take people, lie to them about what they were doing, tell them that they were going to give them housing and opportunity, and instead just dumped them a place with nowhere to go. Those are not equivalent things.
Condition you to believe that people like us are unhinged, harmful, conspiracy theorists, so you don't listen to us. Because once you go down the rabbit hole and learn the truths that we have learned, there is no looking back. You'll never trust them or their systems again.
He actually makes an interesting point in that the greatest indicator of if you believe any particular conspiracy theory is if you believe any number of other conspiracy theories. The mentality feeds itself, because if you start to believe that they, whether it's the government or society or whoever, are lying to you about one thing, you're more likely to easily be like, oh, maybe they're lying to us about another thing, the shape of the earth or whatever. H. Baird says, contrails do stimulate cloud formation. It had been theorized but wasn't conclusively proven until 9/11, when the number of aircraft over the U.S. drastically dropped. Oh, that's actually interesting. Chaos for Now says, rain is slightly toxic across the globe now thanks to our corporate overlords. An excessive observer, thanks for 29 months. Thank you. People are saying F. Did we F? Someone says back. Am I back? Yes? No? Anyone? Back? Okay, cool. That's loud and music.
This will be the last time I'm on this fucking app. Because, you know, I'm going fucking ballistic and I'm tired of the bullshit. Talk to you, and then you...
I like this guy's energy. I'm with him. I'm with him. Whatever he says, I'm behind him. Why won't it load? And a reloaded slideshow returns. Yeah, apparently.
This will be the last time I'm on this fucking app. Because, you know, I'm going fucking ballistic and I'm tired of the bullshit. Talk to you, and then you ghost me. Done. You know, this is bullshit. Last time. No more. I'm out. Fuck it. I'm done. Suicide mission. Yes. You know, fuck all you fake bitches out there. That's all you are, is fucking fake. You know? Say, you're fucking all Karens. You just could all fuck off. Every fucking one of yous. Big Solo fucking out.
Fuck yeah! Roy Bowen 123. Let's find him, shall we? If TikTok wants to load now, do. It's him. Yep, that wasn't the last video he did, so clearly he decided to come back. Oh wait, maybe it was.
You wanna contact me? Phone number 910.
Nope. That's all we get of that. Nope. I'm not gonna let that man dox himself on my stream.
We're broke, remember? What was I supposed to do?
Okay. I'll save him for another time when that wants to load better.
Hey, Joe, I'm in the bathroom right now, and I'm thinking about pissing on your face, because you're such a fuck. You couldn't even fucking get your way out of a wet paper bag, you son of a bitch. You're fucking up the economy so fucking bad, I hate your ass.
Is this a kink I'm not aware of?
Hey, Joe, I'm in the bathroom right now, and I'm thinking about pissing on your face, because you're such a fuck. You couldn't even fucking get your way out of a wet paper bag, you son of a bitch. You're fucking up the economy so fucking bad, I hate your ass.
No, stop. No, Brand. Jesus, Brand. Stop.
Really big things I need to point out. So, while y'all are arguing, doxing people, harming people, our side, which is ridiculous that there even is a side, is helping flood victims. They are fighting to get the names of government, political, elitist, human traffickers, hedos. Also, Revelations is literally happening right in front of your eyes.
Oh my god, you're the first person to ever claim that. Wow. How original.
And God doesn't like ugly. At all. So to see you guys just treating people like complete shit, calling the FBI or Homeland Security on people that literally just want to know who bought and sold kids with Jeffrey Epstein.
Kinda doubt that's only what was being asked.
Like, how it harms you having a rally, the only thing that would harm you is if you were working for them. You make yourself look guilty. Our movement is about saving children.
No, it's not. It really isn't. There are really great groups out there that advocate for helping stop actual real-world child trafficking, right? The QAnon people, it's not that. It really isn't.
Our movement has never deterred from where we were headed. We were all headed to the same place. Saving children. Now, your good old buddy Trapped said if a 15 to 17-year-old boy can't push a woman off of him, he's a pussy.
What?
A grown woman. you are fighting for... You're fighting to protect pedophiles. And you being a Q and, like, part of the Anons, as you claim to be, this is disgusting. I mean, it's everything y'all stand against. All I gotta...
It's not a phase, Mom. You raised a kid that likes to drive trucks because he's fucking retarded.
Why do they all use the R word?
Folks, this might come to be a shock to you, a real shock, and some of you on the right will understand what I'm saying. The insurrection, January the 6th, was brought to you by no other than
George Soros. Is he going to say George Soros?
Nancy Pelosi.
Fuck.
And the FBI. That's all I gotta say. Watch. Just keep watching. It's all gonna come out. That's why she wants to go to Italy. She thinks she go to Italy and everything will be okay, but it won't. After November the 8th, she's going to be charged. She will definitely be charged.
Jesus Christ.
Well, TikTok. My lady friend, I don't get it. She's got to be with somebody else. 'Cause I go help her and I try to call her. Somebody told me that she had a boyfriend and I tried to call her or talk to her to clear it up. And she gets mad and gonna call the law on me.
What? Muddy with 200 bits says, hell yeah, Chud watch, time to get angry over idiots. Also, congrats on the wedding. I didn't get to catch the wedding stream, so here's some late wedding bits. Thank you.
Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm being honest. I think she's had a boyfriend the whole time and just stringing me along like a puppet. Because I always run to her when she needs something. She calls me, I answer. I don't block my phone. And she gets mad if I ride by or something. I mean, so what? She ain't got nothing to hide, ain't got nothing to worry about. Ride by my house all you want to. I don't give a shit.
Okay, so I've decided I'm looking for a husband. Now hear me out. Hear me out. I'm looking for a straight man that would like to get married to another straight man. You can date any woman you want to. You can have many girls you want to. I don't care. I'll never bitch about it. I don't care. I just want a joint, 2-income household. Honestly, I'll remodel the house. I'll make it have 2 master bedrooms. I don't care. And as far as I'm concerned, you can have the master bedroom now. I'll remodel the house and then take it when it's done because we'll have 2 incomes. We can afford it. A couple things would be nice. It'd be nice if you like had a boat. You know, that'd be cool. But if not, don't care. We'll buy one. You and I, buddy. You and I. We will buy one together. We'll have...
Sir, you can have a boyfriend. That's fine. I'm happy for you.
Nice shit. That's what we're going to do. Guess what? Holidays roll around. You don't have to buy me anything. Nothing. Not for my birthday. Not for Valentine's. Christmas. Nothing. Let's just go have a couple beers. Doesn't that sound nice? Doesn't that sound really, really nice? No bitching. No complaining.
Like this is... I understand that this is him being facetious and he's just trying to do a thing where he's like, haha, men easy, women difficult, me alpha man, me no like of the women. I understand that that's the joke here, but it sounds like earnestly like this guy would just be happier with a husband. Sir, you can have a husband. Have a husband, sir, it's fine. I would be happy for you. Messy Jaden, thanks for 25 months, says, good to be on a streak this long. You deserve it. Thank you. Like, I want him to have a happy ending with his bro husband, and I hope they get a boat and fish on a lake that their house is on.
Holidays roll around?
I want them to be Gay the Notebook. It'll be the Notebook but gay.
Let's go get a couple beers. You know? Anything. Anything about you don't have a motorcycle? You could ride one of mine. I don't care. We'll go get you one. We can afford it. It'd be nice to be cleaned up around the house. That'd be cool. But you know what? Don't care. We can get it made. We can afford it. We'll pay a little extra. Have her clean topless. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be nice. Guess what? Nope.
Just a couple of straight husbands sitting around with raging hard-ons looking at their topless maid. Never mind. It's not a gay fantasy. It's a bi or poly fantasy.
No bitching. Don't.
Or like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Pansexual. That's the word.
Care. You won't care? I won't care. It should be nice. It'd be nice to have some nice things and not have to deal with all the shit that goes along with a normal marriage. I'm okay with that. I just want the tax benefits. I want the two-income household and none of the problems that come along with marrying someone of the opposite sex. You can, like I said, date whoever you want to, as many as you.
Sir, this is legal. You can go do this. There's no law that says you have to be in love to be married. You could just go get married to anyone you want as long as they're a consenting adult. You can go do that.
You want to. You bring them over, guess what? Pow. High five. Good for you. She's a pretty girl. Guess what? Pow. High five. She's an ugly girl. Don't kill. Don't care. Kill's a kill. That's the way it works out. Don't care what you do. I don't. Stay out all night long. Drunk as shit. Don't care. Come home whenever you want to. Don't care. Don't come home. Don't care. Don't care. I'm not going to burn your stuff. I'm not going to get jealous. I'm not going to mess with anything. It's just going to be nice, isn't it? Now that you hear me out a little bit, doesn't that sound like, well, you know what? He's got a pretty damn good point. You want to wash car parts?
Sounding like the longer it went, the more genuine the pitch got. Like, did he send this to his bros? Like, guys, for real, do you want to go on a date?
I'm glad he's free, and I hope he does it again. America needs to be rid of hateful right wing. This person right here is a prime example of what an extremist is. What a blind sheep is.
Sheeple? MH Darkbeast says, we won't judge your kink. Gotta get that man a spoon. Oh god, what is it? 1 second, let me look at the link. See, it's a Hemet meta status.
And what these people do is every bit as gross, yay, much grosser than eating your own vomit.
What? Overthought says he just wants to commit tax fraud. It wouldn't be fraud if he was legally married.
I'd rather eat my own vomit out of a bowl with a spoon every day for the rest of my life until I'm 100 years old than to engage in what they do one single time.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that Steven Anderson, I do not believe that in a hypothetical, this is a trolley problem. Let's call this the gay vomit trolley problem. And if in a life or death situation, he had to either consensually touch a man's penis just with a finger. Let's call that air quote gay, right? Or even just holding it, just grasp. I don't believe for a second he would rather eat a bowl of vomit than do that. Don't believe it. Bullshit. Our Forrest Espion says, hey Hannah, what's your take on this? How so many conservatives are straight yet homo-romantic? Seems like it's more common in conservatives and less in liberals or leftists. Your thoughts? I think that more comes from the fact that a lot of conservative men are misogynistic and they don't respect women, and I don't think they can fully love their wives or even daughters without having a full respect for them as human beings. So I think the level of... I don't know. I know I've talked about this before with, like, the homo-romantic thing, but basically, misogynists don't like women. They view them as sex objects. Yes, I would agree. That's probably more common in conservatives. Steve with a Q with 250 bits kicks off a boost train. Old-timey baseball man says, congrats on getting married. Thank you. 59% to level 1 on the boost train.
And I'm not using hyperbole. I'm serious.
I don't believe you.
I would be like, okay, I'm ready for my daily meal.
Oh yeah, it was like vomit every day. Yeah, that's definitely not true. Chiba Hawk says, howdy Hannah, and congrats again on joining the ranks of us married folk. Thank you. Ew.
Now look, that's pretty gross, right? But you know what? They're stinking gross. And you know what? I'm sick of pretending that they're not. They're disgusting, they're filthy, it's vile, it's gross,
we know you're a homophobe, sir.
It's weird, it's sick, and every normal person knows that. Oh, I don't appreciate you know, talking about eating a bowl of vomit. But you know what? Hey, I don't appreciate living in a society where their filth is shoved down my throat every day.
What's shoved down your throat, sir? That gay people exist? No one's making you think about the sexual relations that they have. Metal Turtle 571 with 200 bits says, Fixin' Bits. Tucker White with 50 bits says, yeah, this guy's computer is full of German scat porn. And Mr. Whiskers says, boost. Chiba Hawk 420 with 100 says, he has wet dreams about tossing salad, guaranteed. Ugh. Bitter Grin with 100 bits says, I'm not attracted to women, but I'd take a Viagra and bang all comers before eating one bowl of vomit. 100% to level 1. Anything will get it over.
Okay? And whatever, if you get exposed to one single faggot or transvestite,
oh my god,
it's 100 times grosser than what I just said to you. So deal with it.
It's really not. It's really, really not, sir.
So get over it.
I wonder what his childhood was like. Like, genuinely, from like a psychological perspective, what does it take in order to feel the need to compensate that much? Because there's a lot of compensation going on. There's a lot of, like, some kind of shame or, like, anger. I don't know. It's very weird. Dr. Gamble, thanks for 28 months, getting us over at level 1 of the boost train. Bitter Grin with 100 bit says, also, a flat earther I used to work with went to this guy's church. That tracks. 33% to level 2.
Don't get me wrong, and don't get it twisted. There's plenty of those on the right, too. Do not let crap like that cause us as a nation to fight one another in a civil war. Put the fight where it belongs. Towards those in office that are causing this divide, and those in media that continue to spread hate.
Jesus Christ. I know people are saying F. Let me take a look. Not F? Is it still going or no? If you missed earlier when I said, sorry, I'm having issues. I'm getting a new router that's coming in on Friday that should fix the issue. And tomorrow I don't think we're streaming here because I'm going to do D&D at Jake's. So this should be the last stream with issues. I apologize. I know it's not ideal.
Real quick to make a little point. I heard somebody saying yesterday, and it was actually Hillary Clinton talking about how Trump should go to jail for the top secret information that he was keeping in Mar-a-Lago, which I believe the president has the right to declassify anything and everything he wants to.
No, they don't. National security matters involving nuclear weapons, some of which were alleged to be in the possession of Trump, are not something that he can unilaterally declassify. And even for the things he does want to declassify, he has to fill out paperwork for it, and he didn't fill out any of the paperwork. Trump's assertion that he can think documents into being non-classified is psychotic at the highest level. It makes no sense. So that's bullshit. Secondly, I assume he's going to be like, Hillary Clinton, your emails. Yeah, she was investigated for that. That happened already. She lost her security clearance and had other, like, penalties and stuff. That literally happened already. Donald Trump was doing a different thing, though, and had stolen classified documents, which is a more serious offense. First name bunch of numbers, thanks for gifting a sub. Simple Cat Girl with 45 bits says the term gay to conservatives is such a buzzword, like it's an umbrella term for everything, like actually being into your wife is gay, having any good guy friends, gay, vaguely liking trans women, gay. It's thrown around so much that I'm fascinated on what is gay or straight to these guys' minds. It's a mind fuck. It is weird. Nemesaur Kolboth, thanks for gifting 10 tier 1 subs to the community, getting us 97% to level 4.
As he's going out the door, so I don't know why they're making such a big fuss out of it, but her saying that she didn't have any top secret information on her server. Is everybody forgetting the fact that she got at least 7 to 9 spies for the U.S. killed? Because...
Are they blaming... No, they're not talking about Benghazi at this point, right?
China hacked their server. Her server, her personal server. I mean,
haven't heard about that.
I would imagine there would have been more outrage over that. We're looking at the most corrupt party in the history of the United States right now with the Democratic Party. I don't care.
You're aware that there was a point in U.S. history where, like, the entire South, which was primarily Democrats at the time, you're aware they seceded, right? I would say the Democratic Party of that era would probably be more corrupt.
I don't care what anybody says. You know, Nancy Pelosi, everybody knows, it's public record. Nancy Pelosi's doing insider trading. She didn't just get lucky.
Okay, arrest her.
She's made millions off of that. You know, Hunter Biden's got enough stuff on. If I was to look
they're bringing up Hunter Biden again.
Personally, at Hunter Biden's laptop, I mean, if I was to open it up and look through it, I could go to jail.
No, you wouldn't. There's no evidence there was anything like that on there. Or that anyone had possession of it in the first place.
Looking at it. For the stuff that's on it. And yet, he's free as a bird, doing whatever he wants to do. Not caring about any of it. And the big guy that kept saying he didn't know anything about Hunter's laptop, it's now been personally proved and verified through emails on the laptop that he was given a cut of everything, every business deal that he did to his daddy. Talk about selling influence. This is crazy. This is your Democratic Party. These are the people that you worship.
Interesting projection. I don't think I've met someone who votes Democrat regularly who worships Democrats or likes Joe Biden in the same way that right-wingers like Trump. It's kind of weird. Weird projection. But okay.
Don't bite
shirtless guy.
Your lip. Or you'll find yourself slammed against the wall with my hand between your legs. So unless that's what you want, don't bite your lip.
Ew.
And gentlemen, Soldier of Christ here, making you a video right now upon more of the Project Bluebeam that I shared in a recent video. Okay? If you want to know some truth and what's really going on, okay? It's time that you know. And this is information that got leaked from what I understand. The reason why you see all this bad weather happening and why they're doing it more now, okay, it's because they're creating things in space and they're trying to finish and build it up.
Hoo boy. Chromatic Cuttlefish says, as for political corruption in Democratic Party, have a look at Tammany Hall sometime. Maps of Mimic says, shirtless guy, everyone drink. 3% to level 5. Tammany Hall, also known as the Society of St. Tammany, The Son of St. Tammany, or the Columbian Order, was a New York City political organization founded in 1786 and incorporated on May 12, 1789 as the Tammany Society. It became the main local political machine of the Democratic Party and played a major role in controlling New York City and New York State politics and helping immigrants, most notably the Irish, rise in American politics from 1790s to the 1960s. It typically controlled Democratic Party nominations and political patronage in Manhattan after the mayoral victory of Fernando Wood in 1854, and used its patronage resource to build a loyal, well-rewarded corps of district and precinct leaders. After 1850, the vast majority were Irish Catholics due to mass immigration from Ireland after the Irish famine. To be clear, I wasn't laughing at the Irish famine. I was laughing at how often the Irish famine is categorized as like, oh, the crops just all failed, and it's like, Britain took them. Anyway, Tammany Society emerged as the center of... Nope, I read that one. Is there just a thing on corruption? Criminal issues? Tammany had close ties to street gangs throughout the 19th century who provided services to Tammany on Election Day in return for legal protection the rest of the year. Those relations largely collapsed with the rise of newer crime organizations that flourished during Prohibition. Tammany came to depend on figures such as Arnold Rothstein to maintain some measure of control, however limited, over them. Rothstein's murder in 1928 weakened Tammany. It also contributed to the election of Fiorello LaGuardia in 1933 and the appointment of Thomas E. Dewey as special prosecutor, appointed by Governor Herbert H. Lehman in 1935. Dewey obtained the conviction of powerful mobster and strong Tammany ally Lucky Luciano on racketeering charges in 1936. That's just a very... It's a very mobster name? I don't know. Like, if you gave me a screenplay with that as a mobster name, I'd be like, alright, bada bing, you're doing a great job there. Mr. Whiskers, thanks for gifting a sub. 21% to level 5. And Tucker White 94 with 50 bits says, a lot of what Tammany Hall did was pretty based, plus most of the other factions in New York City were just as corrupt as Tammany. I have no opinion on this. I do not know enough to say anything about it.
Okay. And what they're planning on doing here soon is most likely going to blow some minds. If not soon, then give it some time, okay? You'll see what I'm talking about. It's the reason why all this weather's being manipulated right now. They're trying to have cloud cover so people don't see what's really going on. Notice the strange lights that you've been probably seeing out there that people have been videoing and...
No, I haven't.
All these strange things going on in the skies when it's
45 seconds left, 21% to level 5.
All these different lights, and people are wondering what's going on. Project Bluebeam. Holographic technology, voice-to-thought technology. Oh, you just don't even know. So, all I can say is, unless you're really good with computers and can shut that shit down, to all the computer gurus out there who are kind of brain...
Please shut down the government weather control machines, anonymous hackers.
...washed in other things like gaming and stuff like that instead of really taking on the real things that really need to be addressed. You know, everybody has a choice. Soon, you know, you're going to see some things because that's what they're doing in space right now. Past the clouds.
Whoo, boy. Ooh, cowboy hat. That should count for 2 drinks. We're not playing a drinking game. We're not playing a drinking game.
What do you do when your car runs out of electricity on the interstate?
What do you do when your car runs out of gas on the interstate? you could either get your car towed or you could get someone to bring you a gas can. You can get portable, like, recharge things for emergencies, or there are actually trucks that can come out and just give you enough juice to get to wherever the nearest charger is. I know he was asking facetiously, but, you know, people do actually come up with solutions to problems, believe it or not, that you think of. Just so you know. They're also putting in somewhere between, I think, 50 and 80,000 new electric vehicle chargers all along America's interstate over the next decade or something like that, or 5 years. It was part of the recent spending bill that was passed. Either way, thank you for your facetious bullshit, sir. Like your hat.
I guess you gotta walk back and get a bucket of electricity. How do you do that? They don't have long extension cords.
Batteries. They're called batteries, sir. They're batteries.
They don't think of all this great.
Hi. I'm gonna give you a couple of my pickup girl moves. I'm gonna do it for free.
No.
I was voted the most good-looking person in the world in 15 different states and cities.
Cool.
Across the country. So I think I know what I'm doing. I was also voted most likely to succeed with a woman on the first date in 10 different cities, states, and countries. So I'm going to go ahead and do it real quick for you here. Here's number one. Ooh, ooh. Hi. Chicks like that one. And then here's the last one. Yes. Peekaboo. I see you, oh, baby. See, chicks love that, man.
Ugh.
Mountain Mama asks a question. Do you think it's a coincidence that there are 1776 days between when Prince Philip was born and Queen Elizabeth was born?
If that's true, yeah. Do they think they control when people are born?
I just did the math, and that number is...
Am I just hearing his cats, or am I hearing my cats? It's just his cats.
Is correct, and I'd have to say that's a good find. That's interesting because from post 1, from 17 to Queen Elizabeth's death is also 1776 days. And then I think it begs the question, only because I've seen other coincidences where neither party was conscious of what the number would produce. The question then is, who's really in control of what's happening in this world? It's like God's putting his signature everywhere. I guess there's a reason he told us to do the math, right? Revelation 11:1, rise and measure. Revelation 13:18, count. It's everywhere in prophetic scriptures.
Again, I want to circle back to the thing I said earlier about maybe we should consider putting low levels of antipsychotic medication in the water. Might help.
I'm the bad guy. I just listened to his speech. Everything that I've heard every conservative, Republican speak against on this app for the past 2 years, in the news for the past 2 years, I heard him speak against in his speech. And I could tell you every single thing that he mentioned in his video. But the main thing is he is saying that the United States is the NWO. And that's what he's fighting against. So I'm going to ask you again.
Well, you didn't ask me anything.
If you recognize this face or the voice or the rants that are about to come and want to follow me again,
You're probably a little weird like I am.
Ender92 with 100 bit says, I'm about to finish Capaldi's arc in Doctor Who. What's Chat Hannah's take on Jodie, and are there any expectations I should know going in? All I really know is that there's drama because they changed the canon. I don't know either way. Super excited and can't wait for the new Doctor as well. The Jodie era is my least favorite era of New Who. Not because of Jodie. I think she shines when she's given good material. Unfortunately, I think Chibnall is a bad showrunner and writer for Doctor Who specifically. I know he's done other good work with, like, Broadchurch, and some other stuff, but he just hasn't been a good fit for Doctor Who, unfortunately. I don't know. I still have Doctor Who Flux, and I haven't watched it yet, and I've had it for like a year, and the whole idea that I, as a huge Doctor Who fan, like, I own every piece of Doctor Who media available on Blu-ray currently, at least the full seasons. So I own, like, almost half of Classic Who, I own the 90s movie on Blu-ray, I own the entirety of New Who. I have new Doctor Who that I haven't seen just sitting downstairs. I literally have Sonic Screwdriver sitting right here. That's how big a Doctor Who fan I am. And I haven't watched Doctor Who that I own. It's not Jodie's fault. Again, the writing has just not been good from Chibnall.
And you believe in...
For the most part. There have been a couple good things, and a couple good characters that I like. But by and large, the plot has not been interesting to me.
Freedom and the Constitution and the individual, which the Constitution protects. You know, it doesn't protect groups or certain people or certain religions. It protects the individual because...
The Constitution absolutely gives rights to groups and protections to groups. Like, the First Amendment is the right to practice religion, and we also have the clause where, like, the government can't interfere with churches, can't interfere with religion or do a state religion. That is absolutely a right being given to people and groups.
Because nobody fits in a box perfectly, right? It doesn't matter, even if you believe in the same religion or you're the same race, as they like to call it. We're all one race, the human race, but, you know.
Right?
My skin complexion or your skin complexion, I don't agree with all the things that everybody says, no matter what category you try to put me in. You know, I don't agree with all males, I don't agree with all straight people, so if you like hearing it, I guess hear.
Y'all, I might not be around much longer. I fell really hard at Dunkin' Donuts on my stomach yesterday. I did go to the hospital, but they wouldn't do an MRI. And I wet the bed last night 3 times, and I'm just scared.
Oh my god! The person who posted this says he's okay. So that's good. He's okay.
Who else finds it just a tad bit strange that the only group of people not dying suddenly and unexpectedly are conspiracy theorists? Who else finds it just a tad bit strange that the only group of people not dying suddenly and unexpectedly are conspiracy theorists?
What are you talking about? There aren't a bunch of people dying mysteriously suddenly. That's not a thing, despite what conspiracy theorists on BitChute have told you, sir.
Isn't it crazy that last night, while we were all sleeping and tucked snugly in our beds, that Russia threatened nuclear war again? And then we just woke up this morning and we're like, I'm gonna go to work. Like, I have to go to work now and talk to people about, have you put your fall decorations out yet? No, I haven't. Have you?
Is this lady familiar with the Cold War?
It's too early. I always wait till October. Like, should we be preparing for nuclear fallout? Or just...
What does transhumanism have to do with the Bible? Well, transhumanism is the theory that mankind can evolve past their limitations, physical and mental, through science and technology. Well, check out what the serpent told Adam and Eve in the garden. For God knows that in the day you eat from it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God. Satan basically told them that they were going to evolve, become greater than themselves. It seems that mankind is willing to do whatever it takes to live forever without God. The reason these people want to live forever without God is so that they can live forever in their sin. But people fail to understand that we will never experience immortality without God. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God. No technology and no medicine is going to allow us to live forever. The only way to live forever is to be saved by Jesus.
Tired today, he says. I'm tired of everything. I want to address the leaders of the world. What happens to you? Which evil plan are you designing? You are people who are deliberately trying to reduce the population. They are doing this at a cost of lives. Oh, tyrants of the world, I know your sinners are
Oh my god, the irony of Putin calling anyone else a fucking tyrant.
plan to reduce the population of this planet. But today history will show you that
conspiracy theories go hand in hand with fascism. I don't know if you know that, but authoritarian governments need to make up targets in order to justify their harsh actions, both in clamping down on the rights of their citizens and on their actions abroad. Looking at Ukraine here, or rather looking at Russia and what they've been doing in Ukraine, you need to make up boogeymen and come up with conspiracies in order to justify why you are so brutal and awful. I don't know why these people are just believing Putin. Very weird.
that collective wisdom and common sense are stronger. We demand that you back down on your plan. I stand here in peace today. And we ask you to keep the minds of the youth and the oppressed in peace. Take a firm step to see what I am aware of your plan. That I am aware of your plan. Your policies should change immediately. Your media needs to start telling the truth. America and Europe. If you do not finish your plan, in addition to divine wrath, you must also face my wrath. Back off your plan. God of my country, or death.
Oh boy.
I tell you what, after all this shit is said and done, we should have the 7 gallows of heaven permanently put in front of the White House to remind the Senate, the House, the government, that they do not run the show.
Good evening, this is Corey Jenkins, State Leader of the Texas Patriot Republic. More random thoughts. Do you think that maybe, just maybe, the government is allowing all this crazy left-wing stuff?
What crazy left-wing stuff? I keep hearing about this crazy left-wing stuff. Like what? I don't understand what the crazy left-wing stuff is. Acknowledging that LGBT people exist? Is that crazy lefty stuff? Magical1198 says, I'm late, but here's congratulatory bits for getting married. Thank you. Sidosaurus, thank you for 19 months, and there is a hydrate. Sorry, have I been missing hydrates and stuff? I don't have the other screen up like I normally do. Let me actually fix that real quick. Calazia789, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Let me pull... No, that's not... I know how to operate a computer. I'm real good at it. There's that. Which should allow me... No. Which should allow me to pull this.
Go on hoping and praying that some constitutional conservative makes the first move.
That's a threat.
Thus allowing them to implement martial law.
Oh, it's not. He's saying he thinks they're gonna false flag or, like, just waiting for an excuse.
And strip us of all of our rights. Something to think about. You never know.
They make this shit up right now. Look at this Luciferian bus checking for jibbity jabs. Right here in Miami right now, guys. Luciferian lights inside the bus. New World Order is upon us. They're doing it, look. We're about to go live on this, guys. Check it out.
The lights are blue, therefore Satanism. Let me explain. Some conspiracy theorists who are against vaccination, which is stupid, get vaccinated, please. They believe that you can see, like, some sort of secret microchip that they implanted in you under specific colored lights. So what he's saying here is he thinks that these lights are on the bus so that the super fascist New World Order, UN, Satan police can easily identify whether or not you have their fascist authoritarian chip in their arm. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what they believe.
The whole bus. I got a whole close up in here. People waiting to get in the bus, they have no idea. None. Really can't make this shit up.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Corey Jenkins, the state leader of the Texas Patriot Republic. Made it home, been scouring the news, checking feeds, watching random TikToks. If the rumors are true, and Joe Biden and the United Nations just destroyed 2 pipelines. Is that an act of war? Are we seriously about to go to war with Russia and possibly China?
I honestly don't think China would back up Russia in an all-out war like this, at least not for something stupid like Ukraine. Not to say Ukraine is stupid, I'm saying Russia's plan to try and annex it was stupid. I don't think China would... Honestly, the United States is the consumer of tons of goods from China, right? It wouldn't necessarily make sense for them to go to war with one of their primary customers. Russia, I think honestly China would be happier if Russia got defeated and then they could treat it like a vassal state. And just siphon resources from them. And maybe cheap labor.
Are they so afraid?
As China's middle class continues to grow little by little, they're gonna need cheap goods produced elsewhere. Because that's the human condition, apparently, is finding someone less fortunate than you to make cheap stuff at slave labor wage prices.
That the American patriot is going to find out the truth, that they're willing to go to war to hide the treachery and the evil that they have been perpetrating for years? Are they willing to sacrifice everything we have to hide the truth? Just random thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. God bless America, God bless Texas, and God bless each and every one of y'all.
When I talk to people face to face, I can spit this out real quick, but when I try to record a video, it don't come out real quick. But anyways, bear with me.
This guy needs all the lotion and, like, beard oil in the universe. I don't know what kind of herbs those are on the ceiling, but they're sapping him of moisture.
Russia is not gonna nuke anything.
It's like someone cast a blight spell on him.
And China will stop them. The reason they will stop them is because they own a large portion of the world. Their long-term goal is to take over the world. They don't care if it takes 10 years, it takes 1,000 years. They don't really care. They want to own it.
Like, I feel ashy just watching this. Like, I feel like I need lotion.
Rule it or make the whole world Chinese.
Whoa!
They will not let the Russians ruin their investments. Not only have they invested in land and businesses and everything all over the world, they've also spent a lot of money and time in indoctrinating and brainwashing most of the youth around the world, so that when they walk in and say, look, we already own this stuff, they'll be like, okay, you own it, so they give up. Love y'all. When I talk to people face to face, I can spit this out.
Doubt anybody's gonna listen to me. Don't know why you would. But if you will, skip a house payment, skip a car payment, go ahead and get behind. Buy some damn groceries. A gun if you ain't got one. World War III is gonna happen. All the footwork is being done. The plan is laid out. Hard times like you've never thought. Prioritize.
No, please pay your bills if you can. If you can't, I understand doing the juggling thing. You know, I've been there in times of poverty in the past. I know how that can be when you gotta kind of juggle which bill you're behind on. Never a fun situation. But no, don't stop paying bills because you think the end of the world's gonna happen. It's probably not.
Hear people on the left and when I hear people on the left and the right talk about their values and what they think they believe in and what's important to them, I always hear the people on the right talking about child trafficking and sex crimes against children, but I never hear the left talking about it. Why is that?
Because everyone in the world except for pedophiles are against child, trafficking and child, abuse. It's a given. You're not special for it. That's the opinion everyone already has. It's the default. It'd be like if Republicans are like, we're very against murder of innocent people. We're very against just going into people's homes and shooting them in the head. What are you? I've never heard you say you don't want people shot in the head. Probably a bad example, because I'm pretty sure the left has said that. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, not an original point, that you don't like child abuse. No one likes child abuse, except for child abusers.
My fourth video today, I'm going off today. I'm going off. I'm going to let my voice be heard. Democrats, I know you guys don't have any morals. You guys don't have any values. And the ones that you do have are ridiculous and they're hopeless.
Yeah, like wanting people to get medical care when they need it, or having the ability to get an education, or have affordable housing, or, dumb things like that.
America will not rise with you guys in power. I mean, it's pretty clear here. I mean, you guys have had power for 2 years now, and you've done nothing.
Oh yeah, the Ben Shapiro thing where he was like, if you could ban anything, what would it be? And people said a bunch of stuff, and he says, curious, no one said crime. And it's like, yeah, Ben, crime is already banned. That's why it's crime, you dumb asshole.
Nothing but destroy the world. The world, not just America. You guys have destroyed the world. And it's people
impressive.
Like me that will call you guys out and let you know that your guys' plan has never worked. Your guys' the big picture here is you guys know you're wrong and you refuse to admit it.
Nope, that's presuppositionalism. Generally not a great place to start.
Because of your ego. America has an egotistical problem. Definitely with you guys. Yes, this is my fourth video today. I'm going off today.
This is to the government. I never entered any agreement. I've been paying taxes all my life. I've never gotten shit back or asked for shit. I want my money back now.
Do you use roads? Do you live in an area with public schools? Do you have sidewalks? Do you live in a country with, a military and social security? Then you've gotten something out of them. Everyone benefits from public services existing. Everyone benefits if people in society are educated, at least to some extent. Public school system in America is underfunded, but, it's better than not having one.
Quit sending it places where I don't approve. This is to the government.
I like that he addressed it to the government. Helpful.
You know, it's actually a pretty cool situation to be in. They created me into a monster. So, in turn, I'm a different kind of monster. Because I'm with the people, but I'm not accepted in my own community.
Sume says, hello lovelies and everyone else. I moved my boxes into my apartment and just got groceries and I'll be moved in. Tomorrow I'll be in my new place. Also, hi Hannah. How are you today? I'm good. I reserve the right to make edits to people's statements. Music.
Hey.
Music. Music.
Hey everybody. This message really isn't for America at all. This is actually to Putin. I hope
Putin!
some way
This is directly to Putin.
this can get to you. The citizens of the United States did not approve the pipeline act, whatever happened. You know, I don't even know what to call it. You know as well as everyone that our election was not exactly up to par.
No, it actually was. Biden won the election pretty decisively, so chill the fuck out.
Last time, let's just say. The people that are in power now are not people that were elected by the American people. The people that would have been elected by the American people, if we would have been given a fair election, would not have done this stuff. You know this.
Sir, you lost.
The American people know this. Hell, even the people in power know this.
I agree. Chat, vote in November. He probably will.
So, before you...
If you're not registered to vote, go vote. Or go register to vote, and then go vote in November. Porcelain Giant, thanks for 23 months, says your lipstick color looks so good. Thank you.
Hit your button and launch nukes on us. Just know that we are just as irate about this as you are, except for our madness started long before this attack or whatever it was. Our madness started when our election was taken from us. And the people in power, guess who they blamed? They blamed you. Of course. Of course they blamed you. So just know this. People of Russia, people of Europe, people of Canada, people of America, our election was taken from us. These are not the people that we would have put in power. There may be some American citizens here that would have placed these people in power. In fact, turn on any major news network and there they are. So, there's my 2 cents. I hate to get political on here, but sometimes I just can't handle it anymore.
Retro Prestige says, as an interested non-US citizen, will it be worth me taking a day off to watch the midterm election results like I did for the 2020 election? Probably not. It won't be as interesting, don't get me wrong. It'll be important, and you need to go vote in the midterms, but there's less hoopla around midterms usually than there is around, you know, the presidential election years. Lily Love Stuff says a message to Putin with 50 bits.
Some people tell you the story.
I know this is about Putin, but I can't play it. I guarantee that's copyrighted.
Man, army. Well, you know, I don't like to make challenging videos. I would rather make my statement and walk on. This time it's going to be a challenge. This is to Ted Cruz. This is to any of these other elected officials that's sick and tired of all this shit going on at our border. I've got 3 weeks of vacation time. Join me. Side by side. I'm not worried about us being attacked. Because I guarantee you, if we have the politicians that's side by side with us, you're going to have a 1,000,000-man army on both sides. We can stop this shit. We don't need to cry about it. We don't need to scream about it. We don't need to throw temper tantrums. Let's stop it.
Gift in DMs? Twitter DMs? I did not see it yet.
The end.
Oh wait, was it this one? I did see this. Where Jake and I are in the background. It's very cute. They have me with like a tin foil. And Jake with a corn. Hats off. Lazy Paradox. What would you like me to wear? Spooky hat? Alright, spooky hat.
Funny story. Everybody always asks me why I am the way I am. Well, I'll tell you a little story.
Oh, for some reason...
When I was
there
11 years old, I watched my daddy, this is no shit, beat the fuck out of 12 people. When the cops showed up, they took him to jail for attempted murder. They charged him with 3 different charges for attempted murder.
Very cool. I'll show it to Baha in a little bit. That's very cool.
My daddy was a Green Beret in the United States Army. He fought 12 people and left 3 of them in the ICU. They didn't know if they was going to survive or not. I was in the Jeep at the time when he stopped at this house up the road. It was less than a quarter mile from my house. He stopped and I watched it all happen. I hopped out of the Jeep and ran home, and I yelled and I grabbed my mama and I told my mama what was going on. My mama grabbed a double-barrel shotgun and she looked at me and she said, "Son, I don't know if your daddy's going to make this out alive." Later in my life, I found out that my mama didn't know if she was going to have to shoot my daddy to keep him from killing them sons of bitches, or if she was going to have to kill them sons of bitches to keep him from killing my daddy. That's just the way it was where I growed up. We ain't the fucking same. Don't think we are. It's a little different around here in the sticks.
Sir, I'm sorry that you had to suffer trauma because your family was full of dysfunctional psychopaths. That doesn't give you an excuse to do the same.
So, rumor is that some people from the Pentagon know what happened to the pipeline. And supposedly have quit. Well, if anybody knows this is true, back me up on it. Yep, back me up.
So Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 both got blown up on the same day, and they both had gas in them, which is real weird. But do you know what else happened the same day that those 2 pipes got disabled? That's right. Norway opened up the pipeline going to Poland. So gee, I wonder, our media can't seem to tell us who would have wanted to blow those up except for Russia. So gee,
he's got a 3%er flag too.
I wonder who really blew them up.
Ain't her flag cool? But did you realize that we got the 13 bloodlines? Have the 50 states?
The 13 are for the 13 original colonies.
Backed into a corner. In the water.
I was just wondering if anybody else besides me has thought of this. I don't see a good outcome either way. But if the demonic rats...
Got him! DJ Shay says, gas pipes built to transport gas had gas in them? What in the tarnation?
Lose the midterm. BLM, Antifa, and everybody's going to start pitching a fit, rioting, stealing, some people's going to be unalive. On the other hand, if the Republicans lose the midterm, then a lot of the Americans, the freedom-loving people that just want to be left alone, the patriots, the rednecks, that's been trying to follow the law, play by the rules, they just been waiting. I don't know if they're going to wait any longer, if they're going to stand back any longer. So I'm just wondering what anybody else's thoughts or views might be.
You got me
Oh my.
fucked up. You can suck my left nut.
Good morning, TikTok. Today is Monday, October 3rd, 2022, and today is a good day for Murphy's 17th law of combat. Military intelligence is a contradiction. Good morning, TikTok.
So are y'all ready for what's about to come? You know it's finna be a war. I don't see no way around it. Sex trafficking, drugs, bad drugs. Not like no fucking weed. We all smoke fucking weed, but now you got fentanyl coming across the border. And they're giving it to kids, and they're dying. You know, motherfuckers is dying every day in the United States from this shit. If y'all think the government is not allowing this shit to come in to control or cull the population, you're fucking stupid. You know, for 2 years, or no, I take that back, for 4 years, you motherfuckers got on here and whined and complained and bitched and moaned about Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. Look what Joe...
Is he under the impression that no one died of fentanyl overdoses under the Trump administration?
Joe Biden's doing to you. And he just approved, or they just approved, a $2 trillion budget for the following year.
Okay.
And you know what's in that budget? Jabby jabs, pokey pokes.
Okay.
Yeah, pokey pokes for adults that didn't get it. They're fixing to try to come around and jab every motherfucker in the United States. I ain't going.
Okay. There probably will be places you won't be allowed to go. Maybe, depending on the state you're in. Whatever.
You know,
think you're an asshole and stupid, but like I already thought that. So
you liberals or you whiny motherfuckers got on here mad about Donald Trump's mean tweets or his discourteous words, if you will. You bitches was crying about words. What you motherfuckers gonna cry about when these people come to your door and say, hey, you got to take this jab, boy?
I'd be like, damn, that's really convenient. Now I don't have to go to Rite Aid. Thanks.
Or else we gonna take you to jail. I ain't taking no jab. And you ain't taking me to jail. Bitch, you better be ready to pull out all the stops. Because what I'm going to do to you ain't no coming back from. All you motherfuckers getting on here talking about what you want to do, yet these motherfuckers is steadily pushing us into a fucking corner. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker don't fight with me. I don't give a fuck about dying. But you ain't gonna...
Y'all can get mad at me all you want to. You can call me hypocrite. You can say, well, Christians ain't supposed to talk like that or do things like that, y'all. But I'm tired of the bullshit that's going on in our nation. I'm fed up with it. I know that it's got to be like it is for the Savior to come back.
Oh shit, I completely forgot to put the hat on after the hat's off. I'm sorry. There was just a hat's off that I was asked to put the witch hat on for. I apologize. Let me find it. Where did I put it? There it is. I gotta wash this thing or something. It's so covered in cat hair. Which is probably true to how a real witch hat would be, honestly. Witches familiars shed. There we go.
But there's so many people that's suffering right now. There's so many people that don't understand what's going on. People that don't have anything. And that our government is not helping nobody but people across seas to fatten their own damn pockets.
I thought you guys wanted people to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Mycroft75, thanks for 18 months. That's a second sub, baby. This sub baby's name is going to be Finn Soft Candle.
Y'all, enough is enough. I'm tired of seeing my friends and family members and people that I don't even know suffer on account of this damn administration. Oh my God, and it's not being biased by no means whatsoever. If Joe was doing a good job, I would say he's doing a good job. But he's not doing a good job.
Hi, everybody. Well, I'm a warrior. 20 years in the military. Patriot. True blood. Everything else has to do with American way of life. I figured out. Look at those clouds. It's been nice, 70 degrees all day. No forecast of rain. See how they're black? I've been noticing a lot of the white clouds on top and black on the bottom. All of them. On a beautiful day, no rain. They're not storm clouds. That's John Kerry's work. Bill Gates, Pelosi, Schumer. Anybody who's involved with cooling the earth down, climate change, you're idiots. You're gonna send us back into the Stone Age. You don't know what you're doing. I've seen it. I feel it in my blood.
Oh.
This is not God's way. You're doing something with that CERN generator over in Sweden, Norway. That CERN machine, whatever the hell it is. The atom, God's atom.
Chibahawk420 with 50 bits says Alex Jones ordered to pay $1 billion to Sandy Hook fams. Get fucked, Chud. I saw. Beautiful.
Atom maker or something like that. Look what they're doing. They're lowering the temperature of the earth just for winter. It's gonna be a cold, dark winter. I on to you guys and George Soros, all of you.
George Soros? Is it the dinosaur version of George Soros?
A stupid son of...
See a lot of people on this app talking about bug out bags. Where the fuck you gonna go? I'm making breach bags. We need the same.
Finn Soft Hammer. Soft Candle was the name. Finn Soft Candle.
So liberals want to encourage the military to give food stamps to their soldiers. Why would they do something like that?
I mean, it would probably help if you had people in the military who had food.
I've got the...
Even if they're not currently, like, enlisted, if they're not currently on, you know, on base or whatever.
Answer for you.
The sub-baby's name was Finn Soft Candle or Hard Candle or something.
They know if that liberals, lazy-ass liberals, that's the reason people are liberals, because they're fucking lazy. They want handouts from the government.
No, actually, I'd just like people to be paid fairly for the work they do and for tax dollars to go back into public services rather than into the pockets of large government contractors who lobby the government in order to get more money from us. I don't think that's a controversial take.
If they can get enough liberals to join the military, because most of the military is patriotic Americans, conservatives, they can get enough people in the military, and then they can turn that into an army to go out and basically wipe out conservatives and wipe out patriotic Americans who defend this country. This is another tactic they want to use to take away our guns, take away conservatives' guns, so we can't defend ourselves from the government. Get lazy-ass liberals to join the military. Make it easy for them to be in the military. They don't have to do any extensive training. It's not going to be hard. All you got to do is you come in, we'll give you your food stamps, and we'll let you live off of us. All you got to do is slaughter conservatives and patriotic Americans so we can destroy this nasty Constitution.
Jesus Christ.
You see this?
What a crazy.
Look, you see this, y'all. I'm gonna jump in the fray for the conservatives and Republicans here.
Oh,
and
God.
I'm gonna say this one final time because I have no interest whatsoever in repeating myself. But it was the Republicans who fought for women's right to vote.
Republicans of the early 1900s are not the Republicans of today. I don't know if you know that.
The abolition of slavery and so many things that you liberals think you were the ones who championed. Okay?
Does he understand the difference between progressive and Democrat and conservative and Republican? Republicans were a progressive party back then. They weren't the conservatives. And even putting modern definitions are different because different eras of different locations in history have different primary concerns driving party politics if parties exist in that place. So comparing one-to-one is off, but I would say the Republicans were kind of more progressive, at least. At minimum, they were progressive in their abolitionist stance. Here's truly the one pony says, believe it or not, I can't wait for winter. As much as I hate being cold, I'd rather not be hot during wiping sweat from my eyes and swatting flies from getting in my ears. I'd rather be cool than hot. I agree.
Texas, don't bring your liberal fucking pansy ass fucking Karen ways with you. Because you will get your ass shot. Now yesterday, right here in Houston, a fucking Californian driving his Tesla with his little California stickers all over it on the fucking highway in the left lane, making sure that he's neck to neck with the cars next to him, brake checking a fucking truck behind him for miles. Brake checking. Oh,
hydrate.
That truck done put that bumper deep in that Tesla's ass. Well, let's just say he shattered that Tesla's ass. Then when they got to the edge of the road, that man in the truck filled that motherfucking Tesla full of bullet holes.
Okay, that's psychotic. Even within your own story, I'm not on the side of the truck driver. I would agree in a hypothetical scenario, because I don't know if this situation actually happened. If anyone gets in front of a truck like that and is stopping short and trying to fuck with them, yeah, that's fucked up. And, you know, fuck around, find out. Shooting at someone's car? That's crazy. That is insane. And you should not be allowed to own a gun if that's your reaction to basically any situation other than defending life.
Do not fuck around in Texas with your liberal bullshit ways. We will get tired of it. And we will react. And we will not tolerate your shit. I guarantee you that little fucking California fuck learned a real tough lesson yesterday. And if you really think that we give a fuck that we might have to repair your fucking car or go to jail for a little while, we don't fucking care. Fucking so be it.
I think he'd probably care if he got a felony charge and are no longer allowed to own firearms legally.
But you will never forget it.
Is that even a thing in Texas, actually? Is that a federal law, or is that a state law? Can felons own firearms in some states? I genuinely don't know. It's never crossed my mind.
You will learn, or you will die. Get your shit straight, Californians. You're not in the fucking land of the fruits and nuts and fucking mentally retarded motherfucking brain dead fucking world. You're in fucking Texas. Live our way or get the fuck out.
Lovely. Lily Love Stuff says, oh, this is actually real. Tesla driver brake checking gave pickup driver no way out before shots fired. Jesus Christ. Texas. Not even once.
I just got told by someone I really respect a lot that I should be careful where I wear this hat, that they're worried about my safety. Well, I got a news flash for all of you. I don't give a fuck if you like my hat. If you see me out somewhere and you see me with this hat on, I fucking dare you to come take it off of me. I fucking dare you. Come take my hat. I fucking dare you.
Again, with the antipsychotic recommendation, I'm just saying a very small amount in the water supply. I think we'd see maybe some improvements.
Listen, man, I'm a really nice guy. I take pictures with anybody, anytime, anywhere. It doesn't even matter.
Yours truly, the one pony with 45 bits, says, I've seen cool electric car commercials on the internet. I think it was called Lincoln. They look so futuristic. I wish I can own one, but I can't drive. Even if I can, where my family lives, there are no charging stations for miles. We're basically in the middle of nowhere. I know they're planning on putting in like 70,000 stations or something in the next 5 years or something. So hopefully they're going to become a lot more prevalent throughout the states.
But do not come to my motherfucking house. Okay? And I'm saying that being nice. Do not come to... I'm a real... to my motherfucking house. Okay? And I'm saying that being nice.